It's Thursday, May 11th, 2017. I'm about 10:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Saving Time. I'm at Lava Beds National Monument at the parking area to Sentinel Cave for the upper entrance. It's pretty quiet here today because it's a Wednesday, or I mean a weekday. There's like a school field trip on the way. Hopefully I'll stay ahead of them. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the main level of Sentinel Cave. Sentinel Cave has multiple levels. But I'm going to, for most of the caves, I try to stick to the left and go clockwise. But with a 3D multiple level maze like this, it's kind of can't really stick to a simple system like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the easy part of the cave first. Notice I'm on a paved trail. I'm going to pan to the right, the south. Notice there's a big trench there. That trench, of course, is basically part of the same lava flow that formed this cave, except the cave has a roof over it, where the trench does not have a roof over it. So, this cave just opened for the summer a few weeks ago. That's kind of cool. So here's the entrance, obviously. There's that trench. Notice there's a bridge between them. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick lap. Actually, no, I'll do that later. I'm going to go above ground later on. So I'm going to go ahead and go down inside the cave for now. So, yeah, see, I always get the urge to change my mind when I see something cool. Ooh, let's go check that out. Let's go check that out. I'd spend 10 hours doing one cave if I did that. But anyway. A little bit of loose gravel on this trail. So notice in blue writing there that says Sentinel. That's the name of the cave, obviously. Excuse me, I'm burping. That's historical graffiti. So check this out. So over there it looks like there might be the entrance to another cave. And then there's that natural bridge I pointed out earlier. And then you can see the stairs are fake. Obviously they were put in to make the cave easier to explore. Notice the bottom of the cave, except where the trail's put in, covered with lots of big breakdown rocks. So it'd be sort of a boulder scramble to get through here if the trail wasn't put in. Let me pan up here a second towards that sign that says Sentinel. Look how rough, really, really rough the ceiling is up there. So it's pretty well preserved. But I'll check that out next time through. I'm going to just stick to the easy part for now. The ceiling here is like 20 feet high, and it's really wide, like dozens of feet wide. Gonna go nice and slow, give my eyeballs a chance to adapt. Give the camera a chance to see. Now check it out. There's a side area up there. Notice how smooth that rock is over there. And then look how rough it is on the left. So very inconsistent, which is what makes it interesting. Oops, raindrop just fell on my shoulder. Notice the floor, the trail is dark, which means it's moist. It's like moist gravel. Wow, so notice there's a stairway ahead there. So we're officially in one level of the cave, but this cave has multiple levels. Like I said, I'm just going to do the easy trail for now. And then time permitting, I'll go find some of the interesting stuff. What's funny, I don't remember there being any gates in this cave, but according to the book that has the maps and stuff in it, according to the book, like the whole lower level is gated. So I don't know when that was true, or if it is true and I just never found the gates or what. So you notice how the main cave keeps going straight ahead, but the trail goes up here and takes a side tube. Let me turn around, look where we are. So you notice by cave standards, it's really, really straight. You can see out there all the way to the entrance and then that natural bridge and the trench beyond. That's actually unusual for a cave. A lot of them zigzag a lot, like a creek. Okay. Here, it's still somewhat big, but 15 feet tall, but much wider. Maybe 15 feet wide, almost a perfect circle. Lots of interesting texture, though. Let me make sure the camera's still running. Darn it. All right, I guess the camera's running. Notice. Notice there's a trail to the left and breakdown pile to the right. And again, the floor is nice and wet, nice and damp. I'm going to pan up to the ceiling just so you can see how rough it is. Not just the unevenness, but small formations and everything. Nothing spectacular, but you know, somewhat well preserved. So let me pan down here. Notice there's a big metal bridge here. Even got handrails. A lot of the caves here are somewhat developed just because of, during the Great Depression, people were put to work by improving the caves and stuff. Makes it a lot safer. So let me pan down. So this tube here, this is the same one I was in before. Remember, the trail took the side passage to the west. As you can see down there, there's like a ledge you can walk on there, and there's like a balcony up there, and then it's really deep down there. See if I can get a better view. Oops. Wow, check this out. You notice there's no handrail there. So if you're walking through there, that's another good reason to stay on the trail, so you don't accidentally fall into the lower level. Notice ahead there's another fence. That's I think that's called the boxing chamber because of the way it's shaped. But that's another way down to the lower level. And you know, it'd be somewhat difficult. I'll show you when we get closer. Notice there's a little tube within a tube down there, kind of. It's not really in the best shape, but you get the idea. Whoops. The floor is a bit uneven here. Gotta be careful that I don't trip. Notice the wall here has two different textures. There's like this much, and then there's that much. I need to go on a guided tour here and ask them if there's a name for that. So here, from this angle, it looks like there's a little tube within a tube. But the real reason for this fence, of course, is not that. There we go. There's the lower level, like 15 or more feet down. I bet some people manage to climb up or down through here, but that's not the kind of thing I'm going to try. Yeah. There's that. Again, there's that tube within a tube there that's too small for somebody to climb through. But if there was wildlife in here that could get it, who knows, maybe there's animals. And there's that metal bridgeway back there. Okay. Notice there's some red writing, historical graffiti. I can't even read it. Huh. Yeah, something. Here the ceiling's nice and tall, like 20 feet tall or more. Cave's at least 15 feet wide.